All right, everybody, welcome to Push to Start TV. I have the heavy steppers in the building.
Yo,
my favorite group right now out of Chicago. Because are y'all like the only like duo type of group right now in Chicago, or are there like other people? Because I don't really know anybody that's like really a group like that. You know,
it's only one more.
G, they're
so,
a duo too.
okay.
Yeah, my little brother and them, they from like a hood, like right next to my hood. You feel me? They the DCG brothers, DCG Sean, DCG B-side.
Okay.
And really three of them, but two of them brothers, you know, like.
All right, y'all are from Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Y'all are from the West Side.
Yeah. Correct.
What is it like growing up? What was it like growing up on the West Side of Chicago? Because for the people that don't know,
You tripping? I got to put my chain on.
I mean, growing up, you know, it's been tough. You know, I know you heard stories about Chicago. You know,
of course, I've been following Chicago probably since 2012, 2013. You know, so I'm a little up to date with Chicago, but I'm sure there's shit I don't know.
Right. So you know what's going on. So to be in a position where we at, it's like a blessing. You feel me? Because a lot of artists is where we from, we don't make it to where we at. You know. So I count this as a blessing to be in the spot where we at. You know.
Facts. And how long have you guys both been rapping? Like, what gave y'all the motivation to rap? Because it's like growing up, did you guys always want to be rappers, or did you guys have other shit in mind, and then that just kind of came into play? How did that all unfold for you guys?
I mean, me personally, I just always like music. You know, like I used to sing in the choir at my church and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was really like, I just gotta find ear for tuning for music and just listening to old music, and it just gave me a deeper appreciation for music. And then my daddy like was trying to like get me to rap when I was younger, but I didn't like want to type shit. I wanted to like play football. But then when I grew up, and I just like smoking and shit with my homies in high school, and I would just start freestyling. Like they just throw the beat on and start freestyling. And then like that's how I got known for like knowing how to rap. Like in high school, everybody was just like throw the beat on so Kemo can rap. You feel me? All the time. And then like I just like fuck it, one day I just made a song, and then I had went away for a while, like on some went to jail type shit, came back, and people was just like, bro, you need to rap, bro, you got a gift. And like that's just really how it happened for me.
And what about you?
Me personally, I ain't even gonna lie. I wasn't even really into music as strong. Like I used to work a 9 to 5. You feel me? Like I kept getting fired from jobs. Like,
you worked a 9 to 5. Where you worked at?
I worked at I worked at Target.
I used to work at
so many places. I used to drive trucks, but I kept getting fired. So I'm like, damn, I can't keep doing this. I gotta make something happen. Mm-hmm. So I really just took it. After my last job I got fired from, I just started taking it serious. Like heavy in the stuff.
Rick quit his last job though. Don't let him lie to you.
When you quit the last job?
I said he got
Yeah, Rich and quit his last job.
Oh yeah,
that's how you gotta do it.
Right.
Fuck it, you gotta work for yourself. You can't be working for other people. If you got the opportunity to work for yourself, you gotta do what it do.
For sure.
But did you guys always know each other? Like, did you guys grow up together? Because I seen like y'all had music separate from each other. Like y'all made a song together maybe like 2 years ago. But then how did you guys like become a group and like decide that y'all want to do shit together? Yeah,
really. So like I tell everybody, so like this guy I met Millie, right? So what his best friend, right, is like one of my closest friends, like close. You know how you got like when you from like the hood, you got everybody. You know, you got the hood, right? And you got your close niggas that's out the brothers. You got your close brothers. You know, like the close that come to your crib and
I feel you.
Feel me? Them brothers, like his best friend is one of them niggas to me, like a nigga I could call like anytime, like, hey bro, I need you, or you feel me, like a close person to me growing up.
We had like a mutual best friend
type shit, but it's kind of more than that. It's like my homies knew him before me type shit, and they was like, man, do something with Kemo. Like Kemo, they kept saying his name, and I didn't never know who he was. But then my homie passed away a few years ago, right? And every year we do a like an event for him. And the first year we did a party bus, and we at the fucking party. We come, you know, everybody got their clothes on and shit. We looking good. I just look up, and I just see a nigga shooting a video at our shit.
You see how the universe aligns? The universe dead aligns shit like that. That's crazy.
I'm like, man, bro, who is this nigga, bro? And I just see all my homies hopping in the video. So I'm like, oh, it gotta be one of us. So I hop in the video, like, and that's how we met.
No, that's not funny. And that's how y'all met, because I also read that Millie came up with, you had the beat for Heavy Steppers first.
Right, correct.
You wrote a verse to it?
No, I just wrote the hook.
Okay, so you wrote the hook.
Yeah.
And then Kemo, how did y'all end up deciding that? Because was that like your first single together?
No, we had a single before that we put out. It was called Fake Love. But
yeah, okay, that was the song I was talking about. That was 2 years ago. That was the song I seen. That was like, but y'all weren't an established group at the time. Y'all were individuals.
Yeah.
And then, so when did y'all decide that it was just gonna be y'all two? Y'all was gonna be a group, and then how did that song come about?
Yeah, like, you know how it be like when you when you at the bottom, you ain't really like thinking like that. Like you just like, all right, I'm at the studio, I'm just working, you know, I'm just trying to make something happen. So I just had a session. I just told him like, man, slide through, cause like I always mess with his style. Like he just had a raw ass style. So I'm like, just come slide through the session, bro. And we come through, you know what I'm saying, a couple of the guys in that bitch, and he just rapped it to me. Like he never rapped like that before. How he rapped that song? He's like singing.
That was never my style. Like I was always auto-tune.
You guys definitely have your own sound. That's the one thing I'm gonna say. Like I always noticed y'all had your own sound. Y'all didn't sound like anybody else. There are some people I would love for you guys to work with, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that a little bit later. So then you guys dropped that. All right, so what was the feedback you guys got from that song once you did the song? Because I'm sure y'all had the song circulating around y'all area or whatever before y'all decided to do a video, maybe.
Nah,
I think energy after we laid it down in the studio, the energy was just like, damn, that's probably one of those, bro. Everybody in the studio, this probably that one, boy. This probably that one. And once we dropped it, after we dropped the snippet, it just knew it was like, this probably it, bro. This probably it. Like the snippet started going viral before anything. Like after that snippet on Facebook or all our social medias, it started going on. So it just gave us that feeling like, yeah, this probably be one of those.
And it ended up being one of those. That's basically the song that kind of like put you guys on the map as a group, right?
Yeah,
correct.
And then you guys also work with your videographer. His name is Cheech. I don't know how to say his name. He did that video as well. How you say his name? Because y'all laughing at me.
His name is
Is that like you guys' official videographer? Because he did more than one video for you guys, right?
He did like 3.
Okay, so you guys are working with different people, different videographers, different producers as well.
We're actually looking for a videographer like to call our own, you know, like to be a part of our team type shit, you know. Okay, so now you guys are an established group. What is the creative process like now? As far as like picking your beats, who's gonna get on the hook, who's gonna, you know, how y'all gonna lay out the format for your verses? How do you guys come up with all of that? Are you guys in the studio together? Like, I mean, yeah, we most of the time we are going there together, but you know, like Millie got a gift, you know what I'm saying? We're like just saying catchy shit, like just like, I don't know, he just say shit in a different way that is like, damn, that shit hard. So like he kind of, most of the time he'll lead on the hooks, but like it be certain vibes that I feel differently than him, and we'll feed off each other that way. So if he feels something more than me, then I'll be like, I go shoot a hook in. But if he feel like, nah, this ain't it, I'll go in there and shoot a hook in there, and it might be it, you know what I'm saying? Or vice versa on the verses as well. Like we just so versatile and can do so much. It's like it's no limit or no set process that we go through. Every time it could be different, you know?
Right.
I like that. Because you guys definitely seem like you feed off of each other in a good way, though. I like it a lot. You guys are signed to LA Reid at the moment?
At the moment, yeah.
Okay. How did that come about? Like, how did he discover you guys or find you guys or, you know, take interest in you guys? And were there any other labels that reached out to you guys as well?
In the beginning, there was a couple labels like RCA.
It was a lot of labels. RCA, Capital, Columbia, Alamo, Atlantic, APG, Asylum, Epic, and it was one more.
So how did you guys figure out what label was the best for you? Because you know it's easy to make a decision when you're working by yourself, like me. Like I make all the decisions for me, myself, my brand. But when you're in a team, how do you guys come up with, all right, this is going to be the right thing for us?
Shit, we just really we went what was really comfortable with us, like what met our standards, you feel me? Like Kemo intelligent, you know, like he do a lot of reading and he do a lot of research before he do it. Like I ain't gonna lie,
He's talking about he in school, he in class, he can't smoke if he want to.
I'm in college right now, you see what I'm saying?
Right. So he do a little research before he get into business with a motherfucker. So like me on the other hand, I'm a little lazy on that side. Like I skip over some shit before I. But I'm glad to have him as a partner, you feel me? Because the shit I lack on here come up, you feel me? So that's why I'm really thankful for that. But we both came onto a decision that was comfortable for us, like what they was letting us line up to do, releasing music on that end. I mean, that's that on that aspect. I mean,
yeah, we got the freedom. We can do what we want for the most part. Like, you know, sometimes it'd be like, oh, you can't drop on this day because this certain thing in the world that's going on, or you can't drop right now. You should drop right here. But we got the freedom, like what music we want to put out. You know what I'm saying? And how we want to put it out. For the most part, I say.
Hood trophies. Did quarantine affect you guys like it affected the rest of the world as far as music making or being able to travel, shows, and different stuff like that? Like, how has quarantine affected you guys in a good way, bad way?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, it's been hard trying to adjust and reacclimate to understand how the world works and because the music industry already unpredictable. So it's like once you take what the artists really thrive off of, which is show, which is being seen, which is being in the spotlight. Once you take the spotlight away, it's kind of like, okay, now I gotta be a social media nigga. I gotta be an Instagram nigga. I can't be me like how I want to be, just regular in front of the crowd. You know, I gotta be something else. I gotta brand myself a different way, and it was kind of hard to understand that and see how to move. But then once like
I think
the
for
world,
everybody.
yeah, for sure. So it's like. And we was upcoming artists. We still upcoming artists. You know, shows is your biggest thing. Being able to go touch people and people to be able to touch you back and understand like who you are and what you're doing. So I mean, that created a kind of disconnect between us and our fans. But I feel like the way we like pushing and releasing music now is still healthy and it's still generating a lot of buzz around. That's decent.
Basically, finding ways to generate in other
Right.
ways. Because even for me, like, I'm not used to doing like virtual interviews like this. Like, I'm used to sitting face to face with people, doing things like, you know, in front of a mic, having like a whole setup and everything. So this is an adjustment too. And then, like you said, you have to become real social media driven to kind of like sustain yourself. But I think you guys have been doing a good job. So, I mean, since you guys dropped your album, what has it been like for you guys? Like, as far as releasing a full body of work together? And the feedback that you guys have been getting from that.
See, like you said, like the COVID played a big part on that. Like we really not able to put a face on our project. You feel me? Like not doing shows and stuff like that. So it's really like that's really taking a toll on it. But for the most part, you feel me? It's doing its thing. It's doing the best it could do. You know.
I mean, one thing I do notice about you guys is you guys are super consistent. You guys are always dropping something new. Like, every couple months, you guys are dropping something new, whether it's a new single, whether it's a new video. So that's still going to keep people, you know, afloat with what you guys got going on. And now that you guys are a group, are you guys still continuing to work on your own solo music as well?
I mean, yeah, it's like three different people. Like, it's like you got SBG Kemo, and then you got Millie, and then you got the Heavy Steppers. Like, them three totally different people and totally different styles of music and different minds, if that makes sense. You know, even though we together, it's the same people, but it's just different, if that makes sense. Like, I got my life I could talk about on my solo song, but I don't feel like I can put I can't talk about the same stuff when I make songs with Millie, because it's like, it's more personal, you know what I'm saying? Like me, but when it's me and him together, it's on some us shit. And I know he felt way for him, like, you can touch a different spectrum within yourself, make musically, when you doing it alone, when you making songs alone. But even when we make songs alone, you know, I still be in the studio with him, or he still be in the studio with me, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it's no rules, bro. We just
yeah.
Right, oh, bro. Like,
that's honestly just the family dynamic, you know. Before I get into who you guys' favorite Chicago artists are, who are like some of your biggest influences in the industry right now? And I don't even mean influences as far as like sound or style, just, you know, somebody that you like, somebody that you look up to, or somebody that you just feel like they got it right now.
Like an artist?
As an artist. Mm-hmm.
I say the babies, man. I call them the babies, but like Lil Baby and the Baby, like them niggas like I look at them, like when I get on my Instagram, I look at them and be like, damn, I want to do that. That's raw, right? That's swag. Like they doing like not even the clothes, but I mean like the way they do certain shit and the way they move musically, that shit got swag to it, bro. And I just like it. Like I like it. That's what I want to do. I want to be that.
I would have to say Polo G. He from where I'm from, and he doing it like he doing it.
Yeah,
like,
Capital Fire. He's definitely
the hottest artist out here. Like that's my motivation.
See, that's what I was gonna say when you said the Chicago thing. I was gonna say Polo.
I was gonna say now, cause you made a good point about Lil Baby and the Baby. As far as how they move within the industry, not just like the music making and their life, like their whole aura and the way that they move. I see, why you would say them. And then as far as Polo G goes, now let's move on to the Chicago artists. Who were some of you guys' favorite artists from Chicago, or who would you like to work with from Chicago? Because I definitely feel like that should be one of you guys' next moves. And they're gonna fuck with it for sure. They're gonna fuck with it.
I mean, right now I really want to work with what Millie said, Polo and Dirk. Like them my two like biggest, like Polo and Dirk. Like Herb, I got some shit with Herb like on the low key side, but yeah, Polo and Dirk.
Drop it. Wait, y'all made like a track, a song?
Yeah, a little track,
you
man.
Dropped it?
No, it ain't not coming up soon, man. We gonna keep that on the low though.
I want to hear that. Because Herb is definitely one of my favorite artists from Chicago. But yeah, basically all the people that you named, I think all of them are lit, honestly. And I think, you guys should definitely do something with them. However, y'all got to make that happen. I don't know how that all works logistically behind the scenes, but I feel like you guys should do that next because, y'all name is up there. Niggas know who y'all are for sure. Y'all have the Chance the Rapper cosign, right? So what's you guys' relationship like with Chance the Rapper? Do you guys know him or have you guys just met him? Like
Chance, we fuck with Chance too though. But he really, it was really a strong relationship between him and Kemo. Like,
okay,
he tell that story.
When I like growing up, like that's another big inspiration to me musically. Like Chance, he kind of gave me the confidence to just be yourself and don't give a fuck about what nobody say or think about what you're doing. Cause it's like I said, he came out and pop in a moment where everybody was trying to be all gangster and drill, Draco, Glizzy did. He came out
different.
You feel me? He came out and
more conscious. Yeah, facts.
And so I mean, yeah, that's like my big brother, bro. Like if I ever needed something, if I need to call him, he gonna give me the advice I need, put me on the right track. If he feel like I'm doing something on, like why you doing that, bro? He'll let me know, like, man, bro, you should do this, or you should, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he just, another figure that support us, man. He just,
that's a good mentor to have to keep your mind right, and or just like to, keep your mind focused on what needs to be done. He seems like I don't know him, like
cool nigga, man.
So what has it been like for you guys since your newfound fame?
I mean, lately I ain't even been outside like that to be seen, but early when the shit was popping, like it was a great feeling, bro. Like I used to dream about couldn't walk in the mall, like motherfucker want to know my name in the mall and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like now we can't go to the mall at all. Like we can't. I would never.
Go to the mall. Y'all gotta be masked up. That's it.
I can't.
They probably still gonna know what's up though.
Swear to God, they know me from my tattoos. When they see my tattoos, they be like, "That's Kemo."
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
Either the tattoos or the chain.
Or the chain, bro.
Yeah, so it's no hiding. Nowhere y'all go ever again. It's over.
I think it was cool when I started going to different states and people was like, "Ain't you?" I'm like, "Damn!" I'm in Atlanta, walking through the airport. People like, "Let me take a picture with you." I'm like,
"Cause I'm from New York, so and I know about you guys. You feel me? So you definitely making your rounds and everything. Anything else you guys working on, or anything you guys have coming for your fans?
Oh, we got a couple singles coming out. About it in here. Then we got some solos coming out. We'll go feed the streets there. I'm
excited to see that.
Sure.
Well, thank you guys for chopping it up with me. I definitely appreciate it. You guys are cool. Y'all are cool. Y'all want to drop y'all social medias and stuff before we log off of this?
Oh yeah, man. Y'all follow me at SBG for 18.
Follow me. Oh, my bad. Go here. My bad. Sure.
All right, Millie.
That was.
Go follow me at Millie, KE_MILLIE.
And follow the Heavy Steppers page.
Oh yeah, and follow the
Gotta follow the Heavy Steppers page.
Correct.
Correct.
All right, y'all. Thank you. It was nice talking to you guys.
All right, you take care.
All right, you too. Oh yeah, and make sure y'all link up and update me when y'all come to Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta right now. I'm from New York, but I'm in Atlanta right now, and everybody's always in Atlanta. So whenever y'all here,
I'm gonna be there.
We'll do this again. More podcast based. I'll get into like y'all personal lives.
For sure, we can do that. Let's do it.
All right, later, guys. Thank you.
All right.